Prepare yourselves for a battle of epic proportions between two titans. Feast upon their voices and revel in their words. This is Dueling Ogres.
Hello, Ogres, and welcome to episode 97. Thank you for joining us, as always, on this Prinsley Wednesday evening, Earth date December 7th, 2016. I'm your host, Remington Hitchcock, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Brandon Full. Say hello, Brandon.
I just want you to know, if you're sitting there right now, at work, in your car, in your bathtub, that we love you. Unconditionally, without any conditions.
Without unconditionally conditioned.
Yes.
Especially if you're in your bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
Because, hair conditioner. Because
they're naked.
Yes. Because they're naked. What the fuck is up, man?
Nothing.
So you just rolled in from NASA.
Yeah.
How you feeling about
Straight out of NASA.
Straight out of NASA. Doesn't work as well as Compton.
No.
Yeah. You can't even say it and sound cool.
Straight out of NASA.
Straight out of NASA. Well, I mean, that would be more...
Straight out.
Apt, I guess.
Of NASA.
Of NASA.
Yeah, perfect.
Straight out of NASA. Ba-ba-ba-ba-boom.
No, see, actually, no, that does work. That works perfectly. Yes.
Thanks.
Yep, I drove over here in my space car. I bought a new car.
You did?
I did.
I haven't even looked at it yet.
I mean, it's a car. It's not like, look, it's got wings. I mean, it has the jet propulsion and the anti-aircraft ballista. And
the anti-gravity.
The trebuchet.
Yeah.
The trebuchets. I'm sorry. There's
there's multiple trebuchets?
Multiple trebuchets. One for attacking and one for propulsion.
You'd think that NASA would have come up with something a little more, I don't know, space age than trebuchets?
No, it turns out thousands of years of engineering.
Nothing's been better than a trebuchet.
Can't beat a trebuchet.
I guess,
are you trying to trebuchet me? Yeah.
Wow.
Give that cheek a little pinch.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, it's a new car.
Yeah.
Newish. But yeah, like I said, it's just a car.
Do you have any bells and whistles that you're excited about?
It has heated seats.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
I have a moon roof.
Are they leather seats?
Yes.
Oh. So heated seats would be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have keyless start?
Yes.
Ah.
Which is weird. It's weird to have a button to press to turn on my car.
Yeah.
More than once I've gotten in with my keys and just kind of clunked them against the steering wheel, not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. I felt like such a dumbass because I left my keys in the apartment one day. I was getting ready to go to work. And I get in the car, and I'm like, shit, I left my keys. Oh, I have keyless entry. No problem. I'll just push the button.
Right.
Push the button. Doesn't turn on. Apparently, you need to have the keys within proximity of it.
Yes. It has a near-field communication chip in it.
Which makes sense. And it really, like, I don't think keyless entry cars would have caught on if you didn't need the keys, if you could just sit down inside them and press the button and go. I just assumed up until that point that that's how they worked.
Right. Well, I mean, what I was asking more is, does it have, like, you can start the car from inside the house?
No, I don't work at NASA, Remington. I don't have that kind of technology.
You do work at NASA, and apparently they love trebuchets.
No, but it does have a trebuchet.
These are things I've never known before!
It has a trebuchet on the keychain.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Where's your keys?
I left them in my trebuchet. I have actually a bumper sticker. My other trebuchet is a trebuchet.
Oh my god,
does that man have multiple trebuchets?
Oh my god, Brandon, we have to do a bumper sticker.
A bumper sticker?
That has a trebuchet, and then we're sitting with him, the trebuchet is another smaller trebuchet, and it says my other trebuchet is a trebuchet.
We would have to not have duelingogres.com anywhere on the bumper sticker, right?
We'd have to have it all over it.
Just every inch of space that's not trebuchet.
It would be,
and I mean, don't get me wrong, there's going to be trebuchets fucking everywhere on this bumper sticker.
Wall-to-wall trebuchet.
Like a ridiculous, almost offensive amount of trebuchets.
Like it'll be like the words kind of on the diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like duelingogres.com, but it would be a really low opacity.
Okay.
And then like duelingogres.com, tiny little trebuchet, duelingogres.com, tiny little trebuchet, and it just wrap.
Can it be Dueling Ogres and then the .com is being trebucheted?
Yeah, we could probably, I mean, you know, I'm a Photoshop master. So
and then the
shit.
trebuchet is launching the .com, which is nestled into a second trebuchet that's preparing to throw.
It's a trebuchetception.
Yes.
That's a really hard one to say.
Trebuchetception.
Trebuchet. See, that's too many.
You get a little Sean Connery.
Yeah,
there.
I was going to say, it's a
Trebuchetception.
trebuchetception. It's a trebuchetception. See, it's easier for me to say when I say it like Sean Connery.
So
bad Sean Connery.
Can you tell me what a moonroof is? Because I have no idea. It's like a sunroof for a car.
Yeah, but you only use it at night.
Really?
Yes.
To let the moon light in?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to try to let the sun in, though.
Whenever I got my car,
it'll burn your seats.
There was a very strong no garlic policy, so I guess that does make sense.
Yeah. It's for vampires. It's for vampire entry.
The moonroof?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if there's a button. That's the thing.
Like a vampire is flying along and he's tired and he sees, oh, there's a man with a moonroof.
A moonroof. I will make friends.
You just hear, tink, 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 tink.
Damn it.
Little bat wings just beating on the moonroof. Excuse me, sir, I'm tired. Can I have a seat for a minute?
I don't like it, but the loan paperwork that I signed said I had to allow any vampire that knocks on my moonroof on a moonlit night into my car. Yeah. So yes. Mm-hmm. Let me unlock the door.
Let me open the moonroof.
Well,
does it open?
I don't know. I have no idea. The last car I had was a 96 Mercury Sable station wagon, as you know.
Right.
This car is a 2007, so you know it's not super, super new. But from 96 to 2007, that's 21 years. So I have 21 years of technology in cars.
Right.
So yeah, I have no idea what half the buttons do. I had an auxiliary port that I can plug in my phone to listen to podcasts and music while I drive.
Yeah.
And that was enough for me. Literally, when my girlfriend and I were looking at cars, we looked at a couple before we settled on one. And after like the second car, I was already sick of car shopping and was just like, I don't give a shit what kind of car we have. I just want to be able to play my phone through it. Right. Anything else, it doesn't matter. If I need to get catapult car instead of trebuchet car, I'll do catapult car. I'm not happy with it, but if there's an auxiliary port, I'll take it.
Right.
Fortunately, we lucked into an affordable
trebuchet
car, yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Well, I mean, you get special consideration when you flash that NASA badge, so there's that.
So
I'm trying to click on things to see if there's a difference between a moonroof and a sunroof. The technical difference between a moonroof and a sunroof...
No, it literally says to let vampires in.
There is a technical difference, but most everybody uses the terms interchangeably. First off, both are panels in the roof that let light or fresh air inside the cabin. Getting down to details, though, a sunroof is typically a solid body colored panel that pops up or is removable. A moonroof is a type of sunroof, except that it's a sliding glass panel.
So nothing interesting.
Yeah. So basically, the difference between a sunroof and a moonroof is that the moonroof slides backward in some way, shape, or form. Either physically or...
How does that make it a moonroof? Was sunroof already taken and they were like, okay, we got to do something?
I guess.
That's stupid.
Like, why didn't they just migrate to calling it a sunroof? I mean...
A sunnier roof. Sunnier roof.
Yeah, there you go. It's slightly sunnier because you don't have to do as much work.
I don't know. Moonroof sounds sexier, though.
It does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to see my moonroof?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
So, did you have a good Thanksgiving? Did you do anything? Since we haven't recorded in 2 weeks ago. Oh, God,
yeah, we haven't. Yeah, it was fine. One of the niece's birthdays happened to fall on Thanksgiving as well.
Did you guys do it here?
No, we went out to Ginger's mom's brother's house, youngest brother. He lives out in it's pretty close to the backwoods of Ohio.
Okay.
And Ginger's car wouldn't have been able to make it up the driveway.
It was that backwoods?
That's what we're talking here. It's like a curvy, not even gravel. It's just kind of, it's almost like
barely
an
a road
ATV track. Yeah.
Like just technically fits the definition of road.
Yeah. Yeah. But, he had it out and this past summer, he built a new giant ass garage. Just like, steel panels and a frame basically. But, he had mats laid down. We had tables in there. He has a big wood stove. It's really cool. And I mean, that wood stove really put out some heat, so it was very, very comfortable in there. So yeah, it was a good time. Tons of food, birthday stuff.
All wrapped into one?
All wrapped into one. She sang happy birthday to herself. It was pretty adorable.
Aw.
Name and all.
That sounds sad, though.
Well, I mean...
Did nobody else sang?
No,
they made her sing happy birthday to herself?
Everybody
Your
sang.
family's terrible.
Well, not my family. I mean,
We made her stand right next to the wood-burning stove.
I don't claim any of them. Just kidding. No, none of them listen to this anyway.
None of them do.
How was yours?
It was good. It was weird a little bit.
Weird?
Yeah. Well, part of the reason why we've missed, amongst other things, is 2 different members of my family have been in and out of the hospital.
Right.
So my grandmother was in the hospital maybe 5 days before Thanksgiving.
I didn't know that, so it's probably good that I didn't make the joke that I was going to make.
What, about my grandma?
Yeah.
Being a turkey?
No,
because she's so jive, Remington.
That beats out any joke that I had. Yeah.
Yeah, so like 5 days-ish before Thanksgiving, she went into the hospital and was like rushed there, like they thought she was going to die. Well, she didn't, and she is alive and kicking and back home. But she got out of the hospital the day before Thanksgiving.
Right.
Ever since I was born, as long as I can remember, we've always had Thanksgiving at my grandma's house.
Right.
Obviously, she just gotten out of the hospital, so all of the family, the extended family that meets, just ended up doing their own things.
Okay.
So we had Thanksgiving at my parents' this year, and it was just my immediate family.
Gotcha.
So it was weird. I mean, it was nice, but it's just like, it was kind of bittersweet because it felt like sort of the end of a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like my grandparents are up there in age, you know,
Yeah,
hopefully
sure.
they will have more Thanksgivings, but they're not going to put the work into it that they would before.
Yeah.
And have, you know, I mean, there'd be upwards of 30, 40 people at these things. Like we have a big fucking family.
Right.
So yeah, it was strange. It was very in and out. I was at my parents' for maybe an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that is peculiar.
Yeah.
It's always weird when the grandparents keel over, because all of mine are past now.
All of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all dead now. So.
Good. I'm sorry. This is a little fucked up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had somewhere I was going with it, but
no. You didn't. You were just.
No, that was just fucked up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. This is weird. So yeah, anyway, they've all kicked it, and really the big one when I was growing up was mom's mom and dad's. And, you know, it's like you get significant others and stuff, and then some years you go to one family's and some years you don't. And, well, mom and dad, you know, we'd always go somewhere, and now mom and dad, Henry will make some stuff like just for Thanksgiving for the house, but
they don't do like a Thanksgiving proper.
They don't really come to, I mean, I guess I can't really say. I could invite them, you know, but they probably wouldn't come. They probably wouldn't come anyway.
I mean, I could.
But...
extend the barest minimum.
I'm a terrible son, for anybody who doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're a great friend.
Thanks. See, last year we had it here.
Yeah.
And yeah, they came to that. It was fun. Yeah. I think I'd like to do that again. I'd like to have more Thanksgivings here. I think it works out pretty well. So.
Yeah, you have a nice house for it.
Yeah, it's big, roomy enough to let people in.
It's just strange for me because I become such a creature of habit. Like, I have things done a certain way, and I feel weird if they get out of place.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just how I've always been, or it's medication. I kind of feel like maybe it's medication a little bit. I don't know. But
yeah.
Anyway, so it felt off the whole time.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, I mean, that's the standing testament of family time for you, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing that has always been.
Mm-hmm.
So sooner or later, it's not going to be that way. Now,
yeah.
Somebody may take up the mantle.
I mean, I know all of my family. Probably not. It's probably just going to be splintered. My family is not, I don't feel like, liked in comparison to the rest of the family. Like, my immediate family is not so well liked by the rest of them.
Okay.
It seems like.
Okay.
So I don't think that people will be extending a hand to invite us to Thanksgiving at other places.
Huh.
Partially because they don't like us, and partially because I know that my family's response would be like, no.
Well,
because as much as they dislike us, we are judgy about people as well.
Yes.
So happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, fuckos. Oh, all of your other family listens to this, though. That's the problem.
Every one of them.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
I get constant messages asking about how you're doing, and they don't ask you directly, though.
They don't want to talk to me.
Yeah, they always ask me. I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
He's just a business partner. He's certainly not my friend.
What?
Huh? So I have a question for you. Apparently...
Hold on, let me just put these friendship bracelets I knitted back in my bag.
Yeah, you better do that.
And continue.
Yeah. Might as well catch them on fire, I mean, really.
Might as well.
So, Sega has apparently... Sega has apparently had some internal discussion about taking some of their properties and making them into movies.
I saw this last night, actually.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I had it in my notes as well, and I only had like 3 stories. So
yeah. Well,
this was one of them.
We're all on the same page.
Thank you.
So...
but I didn't see this full list.
The list that I have, that I picked up off of the interwebs, is Altered Beast, Streets of Rage, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Virtual Fighter, and the House of the Dead, and Crazy Taxi.
Okay.
So, I want to kind of go through this list real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first, what's your initial thoughts on this?
My initial thought when I read it was like, eye roll, jerk off motion. This is fucking stupid. Right. But I've been trying. I think I've been saying this for years now. Yeah. I try to be more optimistic and positive about things. Because from what I read, they're trying to option them into like movies or TV shows or just something. They're trying to do something with the properties.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
so what is this thing that, I mean, are we running so low on ideas that we have to pick up these other, is it that, or is it that they just don't want these properties to die? Like, which do you think it is?
I think that they're feeding on nostalgia. The people who know what Altered Beast and Streets of Rage and Golden Axe are, I mean, I don't know. Like, that's not even the main age range that they shoot for with movies. Like, isn't the ideal market like 18 to 36 or 18 to 32 or something like that?
Yeah.
That, like, demographic that has money but probably not kids, has disposable income.
Yeah.
I guess we fall within that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think they're mining it. I mean, if Sega has the property for Altered Beast, enough people know what Altered Beast is. You know, they could just be sitting there like, not doing anything with it. People remember Altered Beast. I don't know, make a TV show or something.
Yeah.
Do like a lion. I don't know.
I guess I could see a TV show for Altered Beast. I don't think I could see a movie.
Well, like, did you play Altered Beast?
No, I actually didn't know what some of these I know of, but Altered Beast is not one of them.
Altered Beast is fun. It is a very fun game.
Everything barring Altered Beast and maybe House of the Dead. I remember hearing about it, and I never played it. I never have been a big horror fan of anything. So
we used to play House of the Dead.
No,
if it's what I'm thinking of, House of the Dead's the on-rail shooter, isn't it?
I mean, it's a zombie shooter.
Yeah, they had it at the mall. We used to play it sometimes. I mean, it's not like, remember we used to play it every Friday? We would play it sometimes, though.
Yeah,
it would be an arcade shooter, like the typical.
Yeah, I guess you're right on that. Usually, it was the other one, though. There was another shooter that we don't...
Dead of the House.
No, it wasn't. No, it was like a police one.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That one was awful. I wish I could remember the name now, but man, that thing was terrible. The one that was FMV, it was like actual video of people popping up.
Yeah.
They like digitized video.
Yeah.
There was like, every so often the robber would pop up holding the woman. She like had either very teased or fake blonde hair.
Yeah.
And kind of like a negligee, and he'd hold a gun to her head.
Yeah.
I think that was this game, or a dream. Or my dream game.
Or your dream game.
I'm like, House of the Dead, all you're getting from that is the name House of the Dead.
Yeah.
Like, there was probably a story there. I don't know. I'm sure if I were to look on the House of Dead wiki, there would be a full plot line with, you know, backstabbing. And all
or
that.
Maybe not. I mean, they didn't put a whole lot of story, I think, into some of these games.
Well, I mean, you see how especially video game properties are treated. The Resident Evil movies.
Yeah. And
I'm not a fan of the Resident Evil games, really. I could take them or leave them. They have a fucking rich backstory to them.
Yeah.
It's nonsensical and ridiculous most of the time.
Sure.
But it has like all kinds of backstory they could have mined from. And instead they just threw Mila Jovovich in there. And, you know, like, I don't know, there's some zombies and stuff. It's, you know,
yeah.
Let's get her topless again, guys. That's what it was all about. She's topless and there's a lot. Have you seen them all?
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I was just speculating because I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
I was speculating that she was topless.
Yeah, nah, I don't think you actually see any Mila Jovovich boobies. I might be wrong.
Okay, guys.
I mean, she was naked for some of them, but they're usually covered.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and pause here real quick and watch every Resident Evil movie, and we'll be right back. And we're back. So I told you, Remington. Every scene, she's topless.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Brandon. It's been a really long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, you forgot about that.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of block it out.
Yeah.
I'm really in it for the storyline.
I just gotta know what happens to these zombie crows.
Oh.
So
those movies are not great. Ginger likes them though.
They're fun. I don't remember which one I've seen.
Yeah.
It's one of the later ones. And I thought it was fun. Like, I don't know if I'd want to sit down and watch them all.
I think there's going to be another one coming out here real soon.
There is. It's supposed to be the quote final one.
Yeah.
Because Resident Evil 7 releases January or February.
Yeah.
It's a first person with VR support.
Oh my.
I learned that from NASA. Go down to NASA and for only $5 you can pre-order that.
Yeah.
There's lots of pre-order bonuses.
Yeah.
Make sure to get your NASA rewards card. From NASA where I work.
You're really pushing,
really towing this line here.
You're really pushing the bar on this one. You're really stepping right up to that line.
What are you gonna do?
You're not supposed to cross.
Drawing a line in the space sand. So what is your opinion on these at all? Do you have an opinion?
Well, I was going to say, Altered Beast. What do you think? TV or movie, or neither?
Movie.
Really? Okay. Streets of Rage.
TV show, I guess. I mean, Streets of Rage is just...
It's okay.
Do you want me to just say movie or TV and not give any explanation?
No, you can give a little exposition.
Streets of Rage is just a beat 'em up, right?
Yeah.
Like you're going to save... Is that the one where you're saving the president's daughter? Or is that bad? I think that's bad news.
I think it's a male and a female, I think. Like the secondary player is a female.
I know one of the characters' name's Axel.
I don't know.
But anyway, Streets of Rage, I feel like if it's just a beat 'em up, I think it has something to do with beating up crime lords and drug dealers and stuff, because that's pretty much every game from that era.
Yeah, sure.
Did that. TV show. You know, you embrace the cheesiness. I'll just say this once for all of them. Embrace the campiness a little bit when you do them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, a procedural where they just kick the shit out of drug dealers. Base it in like 90s times.
Yeah.
Might be cool.
Shinobi.
Don't know Shinobi.
Okay. Shinobi is Japanese for male ninja.
Okay.
That's what Shinobi means. So it's a ninja game.
Okay. Different than Ninja Gaiden?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll say Ninja
Gaiden was Konami, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say yes, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It was I can't remember the guy who made Ninja Gaiden. He's like kind of crazy. It wasn't Hideo Kojima, but he's one of those that like is well known. Specifically, he makes those games as hard as possible and kind of laughs about it.
Yeah.
Like, y'all suck.
Tecmo. Ninja Gaiden was for Nintendo and Sega. So yeah, anyway, the problem that I have with Shinobi is that there are already more than one, but there is a Shinobi movie.
Called Shinobi?
It's technically Shinobi Heart Under Blade, which is a 2005 Japanese release.
Based on this game?
No, none of it's based on this game. So I think that when you start throwing in things that are already like out there, then you're kind of, I don't know, pushing for some cross stuff that you shouldn't be.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Very eloquent.
I don't know how to phrase that. I don't know. I'm not a very eloquent person.
I mean, both or neither, really. Like, I think the pinnacle of ninja movies is it Ninja Assassin? Is that what the name of it is?
I don't know.
Came out like 5-10 years ago. It's disgustingly bloody. It's super dark. It's almost artsy.
I don't think I saw that one.
And it's dumb in how bloody it is.
Right.
The guy's like, he has a bolo as a weapon that he uses, and it's like a real thin razor wire in between.
Yeah.
And he'll just like, you'll barely see him out of the shadows, and he'll just throw it. And I mean, very typical. The person like looks shocked, looks down, and then slides into pieces. And just blood spewing everywhere.
Yeah.
I think it's Ninja Assassin. But yeah, you can't beat that. So Shinobi, put it in the dumpster. That's going to be my new catchphrase.
That's the only one that I think would actually be successful.
As a movie?
As a movie. Except for the fact that there's another Shinobi movie out there.
Well, let me look up and see if there's a plot to this game. I'm sure there's a plot to it, but we'll see if this plot sounds like it's got. Okay, so according to Wikipedia, the backstory of Shinobi basically is the main character's name is Joe Musashi,
Okay.
who trains in a dojo in the mystical ways of ninjaism.
Ninjutsu.
Ninjitsu. The main protagonist, directly from Wikipedia here, his peaceful existence in the mountains of Japan is shattered when the ninja crime syndicate Zed rises to power and attempts to revert Japan into the Sengoku period of civil war when the ninja thrived.
Okay.
Now I'm saying movie. Between the two of them, that seems like it has some legs to stand on.
Yeah.
Not just crime syndicate, I mean crime syndicate whatever, but specifically a crime syndicate who's trying to revert Japan back to a time period before.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I can see that as a movie.
Yeah, for sure. See, that's where I'm at with it. I knew that Shinobi had kind of a decent storyline to work on.
Yeah.
Golden Axe, no. Neither for me.
I mean, it just doesn't seem like fantasy stuff has a lot of legs to work with as far as media goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have Game of Thrones
Yeah.
as fantasy TV show. You have Lord of the Rings, really, as the fantasy movie.
Yeah.
But besides that, like, World of Warcraft came out. It didn't do great.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it lost money, but it didn't do fantastic.
Right.
Kind of middling reviews.
Yeah.
I can't even really think of other fantasy TV shows. I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
But, you know, and Golden Axe it has interesting characters. It has like that little elf with the hat that runs around that you have to beat up to get potions.
Yeah.
I guess that could be cool.
Yeah, but can you make a story around that? You know?
Just do the story of Golden Axe, and then every episode in a different way, have one of them find that elf and just beat the shit out of him for his potions.
Yeah, there you go. There's that elf. He just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, every time he's just hiding somewhere with that sack. Just not again.
Oh man, I need to get out of the potion business. Virtua Fighter.
I mean, TV show or movie.
I mean,
Really?
all of the fighting movies haven't really been great. Fuck, even Mortal Kombat wasn't that good when you go back and watch it.
Yeah, I have fond memories of the first Mortal Kombat. I don't know if that would hold up today, though.
Yeah,
I think I don't know. It would hold up as stupid fun, I guess.
I guess. House of the Dead.
I mean,
Another
all
thought.
you're working with is just the name House of the Dead.
Yeah.
You could really do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, House of the Dead. Okay, so we're writing this right now.
Okay.
You have zombies.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to have zombies
Sure,
in there
sure.
to connect it to the property at least slightly. And you have a house. So house zombies. House of the
Perfect.
Dead.
Perfect.
Does it have to be horror? Are we married to horror? We're discussing this with the head of Sega Entertainment.
Right.
Is it married to horror? Or can we go off? Because if we can go off script and do comedy horror,
Right.
House of the Dead as like a fraternity of zombies trying to fit in.
So, like, they're intelligent zombies, then, partially.
Ooh, see, I don't know. My idea was yes, but now, if they're not, you do like a real meta commentary on fraternities
Yeah.
by the fact that they become the most popular house when they say nothing. They just shuffle around.
I don't know.
And then you could do, I guess I'll, spoiler alert here for Night of the Living Dead, a
Yeah.
movie from the, 60s?
Yeah, yeah.
You do it at the end where they manage to survive all of the hardship and they're coming out into the sunlight after their fraternity has won the rowing championship for the college and kept
Right.
it open for another 10 years.
Yeah.
And the police just casually shoot them in the head.
Yeah, yeah. I think we should quit the podcast and start writing movies.
Okay. So until next week. Until never, Ogres.
Until never, Ogres. Crazy Taxi.
I don't know. What are you going to do with Crazy? What are you going to do with Crazy Taxi?
What are you going to do with Crazy Taxi?
The entire premise of Crazy Taxi, from what I remember, you played Crazy Taxi a lot, didn't you?
I did. I enjoyed Crazy Taxi.
You're just a dude driving a taxi, right?
Yeah.
And trying to get people places and
Yeah.
doing like sweet jumps and stuff.
Yeah. Just get them there as quick as possible on the shortest route. Nothing stands in your fucking way. That would be a cool drama.
Oh, like a drama?
Yeah, like a straight fucking action drama.
Okay, so you're going movie with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the premise? How does it work?
Oh, we could even do television show.
Okay. Like a crime procedural?
Maybe. So this taxi driver,
Okay.
he works for himself. Like, he owns his own taxi driving business, and he's the only person in it.
Okay, so he's just starting out, or is he struggling?
I don't know. It could be either.
Okay,
way.
well, yeah, we can nail down the specifics later.
So he wants to beat everybody else in the taxi business, but he does so by having no regard for property or human life.
Okay.
So
is he running? Does he run over people if he has to?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. So
yeah.
okay.
So he's basically a fucking murderer. Just a straight murderer.
He's just a psychopath.
He's just a psychopath with a taxi. And each episode is him taking somebody somewhere, scaring the bejesus out of them, and avoiding the law.
Does he get the people there safely?
Yes.
So if you're riding with him, you're safe.
Yeah.
If anybody around him is not safe.
Right.
Okay. So is the law trying to catch him? Do they know that it's him? Or does he have like a fleet of unmarked cars that he uses so they can never catch on to him?
I don't know. We could do both.
He's
I like
just
how
always
we're
switching
writing
up.
this all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly. Well, see, because I think... I just had it too. He's like... He would have to be a sociopath.
Yeah.
In my imagining of this. Very emotionless.
Yeah.
He's just... He gets the job done.
Yeah,
You
totally.
need to get somewhere. You need to be at the airport in 5 minutes. It doesn't matter.
He's the guy
how
that
you get
call.
there.
Yeah.
You call him.
Yeah. Like, you have no scruples. You just need to get to where you need to be, and damn the consequences.
Yeah.
He's your man.
How do you fit in the crazy...
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham is the crazy taxi guy?
Yes.
See, I was thinking...
Because, I mean, he did Driver, so we might as well just continue with that, right?
He didn't do Driver.
No, what did
I'm
he
thinking
do?
Drive. He didn't do Drive. It was
No.
that real sad guy. The guy that looks sad all the time.
Yeah.
That won't eat his cereal.
Yeah.
What is that guy's name? What is anybody's name? I don't know.
I don't remember now.
How do you fit in the crazy part? The crazy part is that he kills people.
Yeah.
Does he kill people in his spare time?
No.
Only
when he has a job to do.
Okay, so
you are a victim of circumstance if you're killed by this gentleman.
Does he feel pleasure out of killing people, or is it just you were in the way of me getting this old lady to Domino's?
Yes.
Yes to both.
So he has no remorse about it. You know, you shouldn't have been in the way.
Mhm.
But, I mean, he doesn't go out of his way to murder people.
He's not swerving to hit a kid.
No.
But if a kid is there...
Then, yeah, sorry about your luck, kid.
Yeah.
Sorry about that box of kittens, but I have a job to do.
I like it.
Yeah.
I was reading this article last night, and I saw a comment. It was somebody joking, and they said, so when is Sega going to announce that all of this takes place in a shared universe? Which would be interesting.
Yeah.
If it's shared universe, because Crazy Taxi is the one that drops off the one super rich kid who's running late for his first day of college. He hires Crazy Taxi to take him to the House of the Dead. And season ender on House of the Dead, this is a crossover Crazy Taxi thing.
Yeah.
Season ender of season 1 of House of the Dead, we'll say not all of them are shot in the head. We'll leave it hanging where maybe one of them isn't in case there's a season 2.
Yeah.
They get a mysterious package in the mail and they open it and their eyes widen and you see some glowing from the package and it's an axe. But it's not a normal axe, Remington.
It's a golden axe?
Exactly.
My God, Brandon. We just blew the lid off this whole thing.
Sega, give us a call.
Where are your
We're
guys?
Sega. We're your Seg guys. Man, this one's tough.
Yeah.
This one's hard to get something out of.
You know what we need out of this?
A Segway.
Yes.
How are we so good at this? All the time, man.
Just constantly. Disney is going to be releasing a new version of Ducktales.
The cartoon?
Yeah.
Soon? Because I think
2017.
I think I've seen art of this.
2017.
It's like a weird art style though, right? Yeah.
Yep.
It's almost like Powerpuff Girls-ish.
Kinda, yeah. Disney XD coming this summer. DuckTales new series. We've got, it looks like Donald, Scrooge, the triplets.
Launchpad,
McQuack, and a little girl character who I don't recognize.
Webby.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Webby. I forgot about Webby. Couldn't remember her name.
You.
I know. Webbygale Vanderquack.
This is...
Mrs. Beakley, too. Oh, my God. And the Beagle Boys.
I mean, you can't have Scrooge McDuck without the Beagle Boys.
It's true.
Those naughty Beagle Boys.
It's going to feature Launchpad and Gyro, Duckworth, Flintheart Glomgold, Magician Dispel.
Magica.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say that didn't sound right. Magica.
Gyro?
Yeah.
That's the guy that turned into the superhero.
Yes.
The super robot thing.
Gyro Duck.
Is that what his name was?
I'm pretty sure.
That's not. He tried to keep it a secret. You can't put the fucking your first name in the name of who your superhero is.
When your first name is directly related to what you're doing as your occupation, I think it's okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, presumably in this world, they take their names later?
I don't know.
Or they just naturally gravitate towards what their name says?
Oh, no, it was Gizmo Duck. Gizmo Duck! There we go. I guess I was wrong. But still, I mean, it's not that fucking big of a jump.
Yeah. Did Gyro become Gizmo, or did Gyro just build Gizmo? I don't remember now.
I think he built it. I think somebody else wore it.
I guess we'll just have to watch the Disney XD series to find out, Remington.
Yeah.
The answer to this and many other questions. Fenton Crackshell is the person who becomes Gizmo Duck? Is that what that just said?
Yes. Fenton Crackshell.
Fenton Crackshell.
If I remember correctly, he was kind of a screw-up, and then he got that suit.
He's a real Crackshell.
Yeah.
So when Scrooge McDuck was born, his parents looked at this newborn baby duck and chose to name him Scrooge.
Yeah.
Now, do you think... These ducks speak English. Do you think that they knew what the name Scrooge meant?
I would assume so.
So they named him in the hopes
that he would become
that he would be miserly, angry, Scottish,
constantly yearning for more gold.
I thought you were going to say constantly urinating for some reason.
Just constantly urinating.
Just constantly
urinating.
Like a duck.
Yeah.
With their one hole.
Pissing everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like we have talked about this a lot on this podcast.
Yeah.
Probably because we talk about pop culture and shit.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, that's nostalgia mining for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's got like this big old nostalgia mine in their backyard. And some places are richer than others, but they're all just going back in there with their pickaxes.
And just like, sure. I mean, Brandon, life is like a hurricane, so you got to come back to the things that you know.
Like snakes and trains and airplanes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why they keep trying to solve this mystery of what's going to sell. Like why they're trying to rewrite history.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. But so, DuckTales. Woo.
Yeah.
Jesus. We are on fire today, Brandon.
It's
so good.
Yeah. It's strange because Disney, they did the same thing with Girl Meets World.
Yeah.
I was super excited when I heard it was announced because I loved Boy Meets World.
Right.
Probably from, 10, 11, whenever it first came on.
Sure, yeah.
Growing up, all the way, I would watch Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
I watched Girl Meets World, and it just sucked.
Here's the thing, though. Go back and watch the first 2 or 3 episodes of Boy Meets World. It was just as campy and kind of over the top. It didn't start getting... It grew with its audience.
Yeah.
Like, as they grew up, it became more teen angsty and stuff.
Yeah, and Girl Meets World, I acknowledge, Girl Meets World is not for me.
Yeah, sure.
They weren't sitting there like, all right, we're going to make a Disney show about a preteen girl learning life, and we're going to aim it at a 30-year-old man.
Right.
That's who we want watching this. Officers, what are you doing here? But, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, they're just doing it for a new generation. It's weird to tap that nostalgia while also not aiming it towards the people who are nostalgic.
Yeah.
I guess they're aiming it towards their kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
I tried to sit down with my daughter.
Well, it's like you can identify with the fact that it's Girl Meets World because it's something that you enjoyed from your childhood. But now it's something that she can enjoy and grow and learn with.
Yeah. She did not enjoy it.
No. Because it was a terrible show.
Well, really, and more than anything else, it's just a reminder of how we grow older and eventually die.
Yeah.
Whenever you see Corey... Now, like, a dad who's like, don't you go out. I caught you sneaking out your window.
Yeah.
And, like, every Disney show, and this is where we become grumpy old men.
Yeah.
Like, every Disney show where it's just like, my parents are fucking idiots. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Get some respect, kids.
Yeah.
Come on.
If there's anything that Disney teaches, it's to not respect your parents.
Well, really, every show's like, my parents are dumb.
My parents are
stupers.
Stupid dumb dummies.
But yeah, I think DuckTales will be the same way. Roundabout saying. DuckTales will be exciting, but to try to go back and watch it with those nostalgic glasses on won't end up well, I think.
I don't know. I think with a cartoon, it's a little bit different. I think that we could probably enjoy it.
Okay, well, Fuck me, then.
Yeah, fuck you. This is Dueling Ogres for a reason. Your opinion is stupid, and so is mine.
We agree.
We agree to disagree just for the sake of the name of the show.
Yeah, it is funny that we have such a...
Killer bee?
Yes, that we have such a killer bee.
Yeah.
Now, what is this word I'm thinking of? Conflict?
Yes.
Butt heads?
Yes.
I don't know. Never mind. Just forget what I was saying. Just
okay.
Leave it, bury it, throw it in the dumpster.
Okay, Rogue One.
Okay.
So Rogue One had a new trailer. No, they've had a couple of new TV spots. New TV spots.
Like I was saying before we watched this, they've had so many final trailers.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, and that's just it. I don't think they're trailers. I think they're just TV spots. I think there is a distinction to be made there.
Okay.
What was exciting to me about it, and I didn't realize it, I mean, I hadn't watched it enough times to start picking it apart. So one of the first stories that I saw was, there's the Ghost. And for those of you who don't know, in Star Wars Rebels, the Ghost is the name of the ship that they use in Star Wars Rebels, captained by the Twi'lek Captain Syndulla.
Is this like a main character in Rebels? Is
Yes.
this like who you follow as the main character?
One of them, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you follow all of them. They've all had their little storylines. So there's a scene, and it takes place out in space, and there's some a rebel fleet, and they're staring down the barrel of a Star Destroyer, and it takes place about 7 seconds in, and if you pause it, you can find this on YouTube. Rogue One, a Star Wars Story TV spot, Ghost 26 by Dan Tube. You can find it on there if you want to search it. At the bottom of the screen, 7 seconds in, you see a ship that looks like the Ghost. Now, of course, there's no confirmation, but it looks like the Ghost, which is really exciting that they'd be like kind of acknowledging that, okay, this is the time where this is happening.
I know we've talked about it a lot, but is that when Rebels takes place in this time period?
Yes, it's after the Republic becomes the Empire, but before Luke.
Okay.
So, yes.
Before Luke is born, or before Luke?
No, Luke is born, because Luke is born, at the end of episode 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, Luke is born. He's living on Tatooine right now. He's growing up with Aunt Beru and...
Uncle Owen.
Yeah.
Uncle Owen.
Yeah.
Just learning.
The hottest couple in Star Wars.
Luke's just sitting in his, mud hut, learning the ways of his body.
I saw a picture somebody shared earlier, and it was Mark Hamill, and he was like, people ask me frequently who I think the hottest couple in Star Wars is, and I always have to come back to Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru because they're smoking. I don't know if he actually said it. I wouldn't put it past him because Mark Hamill's hilarious, but it's like too soon.
Too soon.
It's always too soon. Yeah.
So do you think that these characters will show up? Or do you think this is like a little nod?
I really think it's a nod. We might hear Syndulla's voice over a comm, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, I don't think we'll see her or anything. I don't know. We might see them in the background. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But overall, now we watched the trailer because you watched it there too, right? Yeah. So how about that fucking droid, man?
I love that droid.
I do. The more I see about him, the more I'm just like, what the hell, dude? Having a conversation with her.
That's been in the background on my phone for 2 weeks.
That's awesome. Having a conversation with her as he catches a...
I assume thermal detonator.
Yeah, thermal detonator. I couldn't remember what they were called. Thank you. Thermal detonator. He's having a conversation. She's like, and he just throws it at the stormtroopers coming out from behind. Not breaking a...
I went out... Do you know the Black Series Star Wars figures?
No.
They're like... You know how they used to release the Kenner 3.5-inch Star Wars figures?
Yeah.
All the time. We'd buy them in high school and junior high.
Yeah.
They're now relabeled the Black Series.
Okay.
And they have the 3.5-inch, then they have 6-inch, and then they have the full, almost 12-inch collector's ones. So there's 3 different sizes. I went out and bought the 6-inch K2SO, I think is his name.
Yeah.
2 days after we did our trailer episode a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I have him up on my computer stand now.
That's cool.
Yeah, because he's in the 6-inch line, but he's sized the same. So he's probably 8 or 9 inches tall.
Sure.
Because he's such a massive robot.
Yeah, that's really cool. You'll have to show me the next time we are on Skype or something.
Yeah. And on the topic of Black Series real quick, they're kind of collectible. And I always open my toys, so it doesn't matter to me if I get something rare or not. I open them because I want to play with them and display them.
Right.
But in this latest series, they released, among others, Darth Revan, who is from Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay.
And he/she is apparently like a really hard figure to find.
Ah.
And I didn't know it existed, and as soon as I found out, it immediately consumed me. Like, I need to find this figure, and I need to open it and play with it, and make them fight with their lightsabers against other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I found it online. Like, they'll get printed, shipped, and immediately bought out wherever they go.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because the last Darth Revan figure was released, I don't know, 5 to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And was in such small quantities that people bought it up, and now it's like $200 opened to buy online.
Wow.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So the only place I found where you can buy this figure that's not being scalped like crazy on eBay at like $90 to $150 is you can buy a case that comes with one of each of the figures from this wave for almost $200.
Yeah.
It's
still
just aggravating. Collecting is aggravating.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but Revan is one of the few figures that's actually a chase figure. The rest of them are like, you can find them on store shelves.
Yeah. Yeah, but what does that, I mean, how many figures are in it? What does that break down to per figure?
6, I think. I think it's 6 figures.
So 6 figures for $200.
Mm-hmm.
How much does a figure run on the shelf?
Those ones, between $19.99 and $25.
Okay.
So you end up, if you buy them in bulk, you're paying about what you would pay on store shelves, or a little bit less depending on where you get it from.
Well, no. Say they're $20 a pop and there's 6 figures, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120.
Would be what they would cost.
Yeah. If they're $20 a piece.
There may be more in a case then. I could be wrong. Because I went to the Star Wars collecting subreddit to see if I could find any news on Darth Revan, like whether it was even printed or not.
Right.
So if you buy it in a case, I think you round about break even as to what you would pay in store.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, that was a total tangent, but
that's okay.
It just made me think of the Black Series.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I don't know what else to say about that then. It's interesting. It's really weird. Toy collecting is not one of my things.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy I say that I enjoy the toys. I enjoyed the toys that I grew up with. I still have quite a few of them, but I mean, we're talking like pieces and stuff downstairs in a tote.
Yeah.
So.
Next to a burning trash barrel.
Yeah. That keeps the house warm. Every once in a while I'll throw a Luke in there. Yeah.
You have a lot of Lukes.
I do.
They're all wet.
Yeah. Nah, you don't want to ask.
Okay. Just leave that one up to the imagination.
Yep.
So, are you excited? Like, are you excited as far as seeing the Ghost in there? Are you excited for things to come?
Yeah. I mean, Rogue One looks pretty good, and the idea that Disney's smart enough to at least start putting in nods to the other incarnations of the property that they have going on, I think that's nice. Because this will really kind of be, I mean, apart from just characters in general, this will be the first time that the cartoon is referenced by the movies.
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, because we're talking, Rebels is a stable of characters whom we do not know in the original series.
Yes.
Apart from, like, I mean, there are cameos like Lando Calrissian, Darth Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin, those are people from, the movies in general, but they have appeared in Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just a few off the top of my head. I think there have been more, but not too many more. And they were, ancillary characters to drive a storyline,
Yeah. They just kind of showed up to be like, hey, look, it's Lando.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing, Lando? Nothing.
Just being sexy.
Lando.
Oh. So yeah, anyway. So I think it's very interesting that they're circling back, that they're acknowledging the different properties within the movie.
I think it's super exciting sign of things to come.
Yeah.
I don't watch Rebels. I know you said that I need to, and I do. But just the fact that they're already starting to put nods in is awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see where things go.
Yeah. All right. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2.
Yes.
So you just watched the trailer for the first time.
Yeah, I hadn't seen the second trailer. The one with Baby Groot.
Yes.
I saw people posting about it, like on BuzzFeed or some other horrible bullshitty site, like everybody's losing it over Baby Groot.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, though, Baby Groot's super adorbs.
I mean, I think we're on two different wavelengths there. I honestly found him kind of like, really?
What?
I know, it's stupid, I know.
God, you
like,
are such a negative Nancy.
No, I think the movie looks awesome.
It's Baby Groot. They're just making him so he can be cute.
Well, they are, but...
Well, I mean, babies are cute, ergo.
Are they? Because before we started, we were making jokes about how babies are like drunk people.
This is true. That doesn't make them any less adorable. Some drunk people are very adorable, Brandon.
Like I was?
No.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Shot through the heart and Rem's to blame. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure he'll be cute in the actual movie. I think I went into seeing the trailer already a little like, okay, let's see this fucking Baby Groot everybody's losing over.
I mean, there was more there than Baby Groot.
Grumble.
Yeah. You're terrible.
I really am.
You're just the worst.
I'm an awful person and I should die.
You need to take it in, man. See, that's your problem. You're always pushing things away. You just need to start taking it in.
I'm not sleeping with you.
Dude, just take it in. It wouldn't be the first time. You fight me every time, and yet you always give in.
Yeah, I mean...
And you enjoy yourself.
Okay.
I mean, through the tears, I can hear the enjoyment.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
Yeah.
Is enjoyment.
Yes.
Much like this movie. To tie it back together. Let's just go ahead and tie this all together.
Yeah.
Much like this movie, it's like being held down by your fat friend. We shouldn't go too dark with this. And cuddled to tears.
Spooned to tears. Certainly not sodomized.
No. No way.
Oy.
A joke like that cannot happen on the Nerdist Podcast Network. No, and I'm super excited for Guardians 2.
It looks like it might even be funnier than the first one.
Yeah.
And more enjoyable.
Drax, it's strange. Like, what they focused on Drax this time is more of a comic relief character.
Yeah.
And he wasn't, like, he was a comic relief character in the first one. He had a couple good one-liners.
Yeah. But
because he was so stoic.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see now, like, in this one we watched where he's laughing at Star-Lord.
Yeah, he hugs him.
Yeah.
At one point in one of the earlier teaser trailers.
Yeah.
He gives him a hug. And that's interesting because I've read several of the comics and he was more the dry, stoic one-liner kind of character. So, I mean...
I'm hoping that they explain it. I'm hoping, even if it's a line with, like, even if it's just about personal growth. Like, oh, he's been with them and he's grown as a person. He learned emotions. Or what I think would be cool is the Infinity Gem that they touched. Yeah. If, like, all of them linking together maybe opened something up inside of him and made him more able to feel emotion.
Maybe. Well, and that's
because otherwise it's so out of character, it feels like.
Yes and no. I mean, Drax is only a downer because Thanos killed his family.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, because he was a husband and a father. So, I mean, he had to have been an enjoyable. Well, we would hope that he was an enjoyable person to be around when his family was still alive.
No. They were all miserable. I would assume
you're just assuming that Drax the Destroyer has always been Drax the Destroyer and always a miserable son.
I just assumed that as aliens, all of them were like that. Like they
right.
all were kind of dry.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's a little speciesist.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I was just using a very broad brush to take one member of a thing and apply how they are to every other member of that thing.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. Brush stroke it away. Doesn't matter.
Yep, just big old brushes.
But yeah, I mean, and it does sound like I'm shitting on the movie. Baby Groot, I didn't mind, except when he runs away with the button at the end and it's like beep 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 beep. Like that was, to me, that was a little over the top. But yeah, in the context of the movie, like I don't think Baby Groot's going to be front and center the whole time.
No,
and probably he is adorable. I'll give in. He's adorable.
Yeah.
Did we ever talk about in the first
break that dark black charred shell, Brandon?
Good luck. I've got 32 years of festering dark black shell for you to get through, man.
It's darker and deeper than you can ever imagine.
Mm-hmm. Exponentially.
Yes.
Exponentially deeper. Much like when you forced... No. Did we talk about how Drax the Destroyer's backstory is... On his planet before this happened, he was like one of the best well-known Draxophone players. I promise you that is 100% not a joke. that is part of his backstory, is he played the Draxophone.
Really?
I will... 1 second here.
Are you
I'm going to Google image search Draxophone.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to pop up a picture of Drax the Destroyer from the older comics playing the Draxophone. It does make me worry the Draxophone doesn't show up when I search it. There's just a bunch of Lego pieces of Drax holding a saxophone. Okay, give me 1 second here. I will find this, I promise. Apparently in the comics, Drax the Destroyer was a human whose family was attacked and killed by Thanos. I guess I'm going to read this. Maybe it might lead into spoiler territory for Guardians 2.
Okay.
I don't know. Needing a champion to combat Thanos, the being known as Kronos took Arthur's spirit, Arthur Douglas is Drax's original name apparently,
Okay.
and placed it into a powerful new body, and Drax the Destroyer was born. Where is this thing about... I didn't just make this up. I did not make this up. Well, like in the Lego game, Drax the Destroyer has a saxophone.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so this is what Drax the Destroyer looks like in the comics.
Okay.
He looks kind of like a shiny Hulk mixed with Green Goblin and a purple robe.
Free, perhaps? Okay, there we go.
That is him from the comics. Gingerly playing a saxophone. Like, he's holding that like he knows how to play that instrument. The artist who drew that knows how somebody who plays the saxophone holds a saxophone.
You would know. You played the clarinet.
Clarinet and saxophone are two entirely different instruments. Right?
Yes, I'm aware. I played the clarinet as well.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You may have made the clarinet make noise, Remington, but you didn't play the clarinet.
I did play the clarinet. I played many songs.
Did you play Hot Cross Buns?
Yes. No, I did that on the recorder. Oh. Drax is also a skilled saxophone player and seems to love watching I Love Lucy. No doubt his memories as Arthur Douglas is still there somewhere in Drax.
Okay, so I was wrong on exactly where it comes as far as... Man, I didn't know that about Drax the Destroyer. I guess
he is watching I Love Lucy
while playing the saxophone?
No, with Silver Surfer, which doesn't make any sense. Or maybe it makes all the sense.
He's watching Andy Griffith.
Is that Andy Griffith?
I'm fixing on meeting Aunt Bee and Opie at the picnic.
Okay. Well, I mean, whoever posted that in that, it's not Reddit, I don't think. It's some other
comic book resource.
So they were wrong. It wasn't I Love Lucy. It was and the Andy Griffith show.
So, yeah, hopefully that's not like super spoilery for Guardians of the Galaxy. Because I didn't know that Drax the Destroyer is actually a human who was put into that form and had a human.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But I thought the movie plays it off like he lived on an alien world. Although maybe not. Maybe the movie... It's been so long since I've seen the first Guardians now. Does he just say he killed my wife and kid? Like, I thought he said he came to my planet.
I don't remember now either.
And it wasn't Thanos that killed his family. It was that general that he fights on the orders of Thanos.
Well, okay, yeah, but he still holds Thanos responsible.
Yeah.
At least in the comic, he sure does.
So hopefully that doesn't happen in the movie, and we didn't just spoil it for everybody listening who didn't know that.
Nothing ever happens.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happens.
Nothing is anything.
No.
In this world.
Yep.
So what do you think? Do you want me to hit a news story, or you want to wrap up?
Yeah, we could probably wrap up.
Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up because I've got a couple stories I could probably get some mileage out of.
Okay.
I will tell you that I woke up in the middle of, and this is entirely true.
Okay.
I woke up in the middle of the night from a dream, and I had an idea in waking up. Whatever I dreamt was like, ooh, we need to talk about this on the podcast.
Okay.
So I rolled over, popped open, keep my notes, wrote it down.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about it until a couple days ago. I was going through my notes and saw this and remembered like, oh yeah, I did write that down.
Yeah.
So here's this note. Tell me if you can make sense of this.
Okay.
Aliens appear, ... and they are delicious. Legitimately, I have no idea. I assume that it means that, like, what we would do if aliens appeared and they were delicious and we could eat them.
I don't know. See, there's really something deja vu about this conversation that we're having right now.
Mm-hmm.
It feels all too familiar.
Like, we've talked about being able to eat aliens before?
Well, I don't know. Just that lead-in. It all sounded really familiar, as if we had done it before.
Alarm goes off, you just wake up right now.
Oh my god.
Mind fuck.
Wow.
Drax the Destroyer. Mind fucked you again.
Yeah.
Saxophone. We're just saying words. It's time to end this
So
podcast.
if you have any questions or comments or you'd like to hear yourself on air, you can call us at 978-DU-OGRES. That's 978 386-4737. So the only shout out for last week's episode that we have would be to our Viscount Terry, or Viscount, whatever you want to call it. You can call him whatever.
I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence.
Yeah.
I'll go Viscount right now. I'll try it out.
Yeah.
Swirl it around with my tongue a little bit.
Okay.
Swirl them around, see how it tastes. Decide where I want to go from there.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the only comment that we had. We also had a couple of comments on a newly placed article. So we had a new article that was written.
What?
Yeah, we did.
I mean, it's been like months since we've had an article.
I know,
there, right?
I mean, apart from the one that I did like last week.
Oh yeah, about Neverwinter. You wanted to talk about that?
Yeah, I did, and you know, I can wait until next week to talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
Because I still haven't gotten all that far in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just outside of the academy.
Yeah.
So,
What'd you play, or what'd you?
I went sorcerer.
Really?
Yeah.
What race?
Half elf.
Half elf sorcerer.
Yes. That's how I went. That's
I
how
went dwarven rogue.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you have?
What do you mean?
For
like
the
which
Neverwinter?
copy?
Yeah.
It's basically the Platinum Edition. Was it the Platinum Edition that was on
Diamond.
GOG? Or yeah, Diamond Edition.
Yeah.
It's just the game plus the 2 expansions.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
Okay.
Only I got the physical copy I found in a thrift store.
Right.
I still need to get the Diamond one because the one I have now works, but I had to use a key gen because it didn't have the key with it that you have to put in.
Yeah.
I forgot that old games need that.
Yeah.
So I need to get the Diamond version because otherwise we can't play online. And I really want to bring over computers into a LAN party sometime.
Yeah, that would be cool. Well, I mean, I think you can do it without that too, though, can you?
What, just like online?
Yeah.
I can't, with my key gen, I can't play online. But yeah, we could play like from my house and your house.
Yeah.
But when's the last time? I mean, I want to have a LAN party. Set up a computer, sit side by side.
Yeah.
Hey, Rim. Tickle, tickle.
Yeah,
tickle you in real life, tickle you in the game. Double tickle, one-handed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know how LAN parties tickles hand in hand.
Yeah, yeah. Between that, pillow fights, and exploration of our young bodies.
Yeah. Good times, high school.
I like how we were really excited about this episode being good, but it's really been a whole lot of awkward conversation.
Yeah, here at the end especially.
Yeah.
We have never been good at finishing. Since high school. We don't have that ta-da moment.
So yeah, you can still go over to GOG. It's no longer free, but you can yeah, it's no longer free. It was only a 1-day thing, but it's still on sale for like $4.
Aww.
So it's not much. It's not much at all. But you get on it quick because I don't know how long that'll last.
Yeah, it's typically $19.99, I think, for the platinum version.
Something like that.
So anyway, we had some comments.
Yeah, so we had some comments on Mumphrey's post. It was mostly that he went to a few of the local shops, checked them out, kind of did impromptu review sort of thing on them.
Okay,
talking about his experience, and a couple of them gave us a shout back. Just saying thanks. So
a lot of mutual back scratching.
Mutual shouting at each other. Just friendly shouts.
I like you too.
You're great.
That's what social media and this networking is. The more I'm discovering of it, and I'm not bitching, and I'm not downplaying any of this because it's great.
Yeah.
But that's what it seems like it boils down to, is a lot of just looking at another person and shouting, I like you, and them shouting, I like you back.
Yeah, that's true.
Hoping that people in between the two of you shouting
will see that
will hear you and be like, why do they like them?
Yeah. Yeah, that's really true. Speaking of liking people, Viscount Terry's new book will be coming out the 12th. Mm-hmm. He has written up a few articles for our site as well. One talking about how you can kind of use playing RPGs in writing, your experience with RPGs, tabletop and otherwise.
Yeah.
To enhance your writing, to really kind of learn how to tell a story. And then another one, which will probably be blocked into sections, and I'll just leave the spoiler for that for when they come out.
Okay.
So yeah, those will be coming out when he releases his book. So it's kind of a release along top of that, so you can get a little more insight into his writing techniques and how you could get into or improve upon being a writer yourself.
Yeah. So I'm sure that we'll have links to it when he does release it. It's called, Thunder Wells?
Yes.
It's releasing the 12th. We'll definitely have links everywhere. Go and buy it. Yeah. You know what? Just go do it.
Do it. Do it now.
There you go.
Do it now.
The
links will be on his thing.
As Remington goes through the end of this, he'll say you can go to Satchel.
Yes.
Is that it?
Uh-huh.
And you can go through Satchel to donate to us.
Yes. You can support the show by using the Satchel app to listen to our podcast. I really like the app itself. I think the player is really good in
But with that said, buy Terry's book first.
it. Yes.
Yeah. Because Terry pays us in, whenever he's writing things, you know, he does this. You get him here at the mailroom.
Yeah.
When he writes a page and he doesn't like it, he kind of crumples it up like Mozart and throws it.
Yes.
And then at the end of the month, he puts all of those in a garbage bag and mails them to us.
Yeah.
And we feed on them.
Yes.
We feed on other people's ideas, their discarded ideas.
Yes.
And that's Dueling Ogres.
Yeah. That's how we stay sustained.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So.
And Penn Station subs.
Yeah. Penn Station
subs and discarded ideas.
Which is why our ideas are so subpar.
Subpar. Oh.
See what I did there? It was a sub sandwich.
This is just going to shit real fast.
Hell in a handbag. Stupid. The worst thing. You can also reach us on Twitter at Dueling Ogres. Email us at duelingogres@gmail.com or leave a comment on the Facebook page. Make sure to check out our website for the articles that we talked about. And finally, be sure to leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Find us on Podbean, iHeartRadio, or just use Satchel. That way you can donate and help us to the show. In fact, forget all those other things. If you want to write a review,
burn them all in a fire.
Burn them all in a fire. If you want to write a review, just send it to us on Facebook or Twitter.
Or iTunes.
No, fuck iTunes.
No, not fuck iTunes.
At this point,
it's
fuck
the biggest
iTunes.
Market.
No, it's the worst market.
It's the worst market, but it's also the biggest market.
Well, big does not mean better.
How are we going to
That is the American mentality, and it's stupid. Local business. Support local business. Get Satchel. The dev team is really cool.
You can support local business all you want, but sometimes cereal's just cheaper at Walmart.
I buy most things on Amazon.
Even cereal?
Even cereal. I have one of those cool little one-touch push buttons that's attached to the Wi-Fi. You don't even know those exist, do you?
No.
Oh my god, Brandon, we'll talk about this later.
Okay, yeah. Leave me in suspense, I'm curious.
So until next week, Ogres, keep your gloves blunt.
And your tusks sharp.
Good night.
Let him fuck me.
Freddie Prinze all over me.
Leave his Freddie Prinze.
Leave his Freddie Prinze all over me. We were just talking about how sexy Freddie Prinze Jr. is.
Leave his Freddie Prinze all over my junior.
Yeah. He does the voice for Kanan Jarrus in Star Wars Rebels.
What does Freddie Prinze Jr. sound like? Can you do a voice?
No. He sounds like Freddie Prinze. He sounds like Kanan, I guess.
Hello.
What?
It's me.
No, why would he even sound
Freddie
like that?
Prinze
That's
Jr.
stupid. You're
Remember
stupid.
me from the 90s movies? I was a heartthrob.
He did the new Scooby-Doo movies, too.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've gotten into another tangle, pals.
That's the
worst
Scooby-Doo line, right?
The worst. Not only the worst Scooby-Doo line, but also the worst Freddie Prinze Jr. impression
Let's
ever.
solve this mystery. Toot sweet, buddies.
I mean, you're not even saying gang. Like,
Come on.
That's the
Come
thing.
on.
Come on. Like, he's slowly getting more retarded? Is that what's happening here? Come on. Are you having a stroke, Brandon? Do I need to call 911?
He died. And they brought him back to life with dark magic, but Shaggy did the dark magic.
Well, that's all true. That actually happened.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what he sounds like now.
Solve mystery now?
Ruh-roh.
We eat talking dog yet?
We should get Freddie Prinze Jr. on for our 100th episode.
I agree.
Give him a call.
Yeah.
Hey, fellers.
I would just have to write a list of, like, terms of endearment for people that haven't been used in 20 years. Because that's really what I was going for.
Yeah. I mean, those were terms of endearment that haven't been used in, like, 70 years.
Greetings. Now I'm out. See,
greetings, humans.
Hello, chums.
Humans.
Fellow humans.
Not very convincing, Freddie.
Let's get to the bottom of this mystery. Dudes.
That's when he
Just when I thought you had killed the joke, you brought it back.
No, that's when he, his new movie where he goes undercover pretending to be a high school student.
What's the word, Ladybird?
God damn it, Bobby.
Oh yeah, that was their dog's name.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
I really enjoyed that show. And I know a lot of people kind of were like, ugh, King of the Hill, whatever. I really enjoyed it.
I think a lot more people enjoyed it than you think.
I mean, it did go on for like 8 seasons.
Something like that.
It was a long-running show.
Well, it probably would have went on longer, too, but... Well, I don't know. I think they're kind
Matt Groening committed that mass murder-suicide, and kind of just destroyed it.
What?
Yeah, Matt Groening.
What does Matt Groening have to do with it?
A lot of it. He left the trail of dead bodies.
Matt Groening had nothing to do with King of the Hill, though.
He had to do with the murders.
Okay.
I meant, whatever that guy's name that does King of the Hill. Matt Groening.
Matt Groening did not do King of the Hill.
Oh, it was the dude that did
Beavis and Butthead.
in Idiocracy. Mike Judge.
Yes, there you go. Now you got it. Good job, Brandon.
Don't Mike Judge me, Rem. Man, I'm fucking on. I'm ready for this podcast.
Let's fucking do it.
Boom.
Boom.
Bouncing ideas.
Yeah, fucking...
Quick witticisms.
Witticisms. I'm just going to repeat the things that you say so I can be cool by comparison.
Witchy witticisms.
Witchy witticisms.
Perfect. You add an extra ism in there, I think. Witticisms.
I'm cold.
We need to stop podcasting in this igloo. Welcome, ogres.
Hello, ogres, and welcome.
They're either cold or scared of a ghost. Good day.
Ghosts. What the fuck? We're on episode 97?
Wow.
We're 3 episodes away, Brandon. Just 3.
Wow.
Wow! Topical.
I assume that's Flavor Flav falling into a canyon.
Yes, it is. Wow! Flavor Flav!
It's amazing as there was a railing there. He stepped over it.
He did that intentionally.
That clock drug him down.
I told you not to try and get a closer look by bending over the rail at the Niagara Falls. This clock is so heavy!
Man, I was watching...
You heard him all the way down.
It was amazing.
I mean, he wasn't drowned out by the falls or anything.
No.
It was just... I mean, he was drowned by the falls, but, but he wasn't drowned out. You could still hear him yelling.
But when he washed up on shore, it was just as closed in his clock. His body was gone. Some say he still lives in the woods, and you can hear his calls late at night. I'm scared, Gary. Shh, honey, it's fine. Man, we're just in radio dramas now.
Apparently.
Gary, I think we should zip up the tent. Honey.
Good job, Brandon. Way to go, Sonny Jim.
Yeah, Sonny Jim.
Sonny Jim. That's right, I didn't stutter.
Way to go, Sonny Jim.
Did he fucking become the Duke all of a sudden?
Yeah, I kind of went a little bad John Wayne on that.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
I'm trying to do, like, I guess
Then
John
you sounded-
Wayne mixed with the alien from Men in Black.
I was going to say, that sounded more like Mr. Ed at that point.
Hello, Scooby.
Hello, Wilbur. I need a fucking word for the day. Let's make this shit happen. Oh.
Princely?
So,
I did it.
proud of you. Oh, I should spell it with a Z, right?
Yes. Prinsley. Prinsley.
Baby Groot's so pretty.
I have not
Fate
watched
of
this
the
yet.
universe lies on your shoulders. Now, whatever you do, don't push this button. Because that will set off the bomb immediately, and we'll all be dead. Now, repeat back what I just said.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone. Try again.
I am Groot.
Mm-hmm.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
No!
Showtime, a-holes!
Screw you, spaceship! Does anybody have any tape out there? I want to put some tape over the death button.
Nobody has any tape.
Not a single person has tape.
You have an atomic bomb in your bag. If anybody's gonna have tape, it's you.
I have to do everything.
You are wasting a lot of time.
That's a really bad sign.
If I touch someone, I can feel their feelings. You feel love.
Yeah, I guess, I feel a general unselfish love for just about everybody.
No, sexual love.
No, I don't.
For her.
No.
She just told everyone your deepest, darkest secret.
Dude, come on. I think you're overreacting a little bit.
You must be so embarrassed. Do me.
Oh, I like it. Baby Groot's so fucking adorable.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I can't even. I became that person that I can't even.
You can't
Brandon.
even? Not even a little bit?
Even. Not even a little.
Is he so cute you can't eat that cookie?
Don't fucking... No, I can eat this cookie. Bullshit.
Is that really a cookie?
There's a fucking...
It looks like a monster.
It's a big-ass fucking cookie from...
What, is it layered?
From Penn Station. No, it's just huge.
Like, what's inside, though?
Well, what do you mean? It's a fucking chocolate chip cookie.
No,
It's
there's
fucking
shit.
chocolate.
Look,
It's chocolate chips
literally,
inside.
you're looking at it right now. Look, there's layers.
It's not layers. It's just chocolate chips.
Oh.
I mean, it is layers. Like,
Layers of chocolate chips?
well,
it looks like they took 2 cookies.
They did. They take the dough and they flatten them both out and then they stick them on top of each other. So I mean, it's still one cookie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it more? It's more like a cookie sandwich.
No, we're not going to start this fucking argument again. You can go fuck yourself. There's no toppings in between here, asshole.
Chocolate chips.
Chocolate chips are toppings. Are part of the ingredient. They're mixed in with the dough.
Like how cheese and pepperoni are mixed in on a pizza
No,
when you
they're
make a
sitting
pizza?
on top of it. They are toppings. They top the dough. I told you we're not doing this again. I'm done with you.
You put them on before you bake
This
them.
podcast is over!
You put them on before you... Okay. So, Brandon, what'd you think about Guardians of the Galaxy? I thought it was real cool.
Oh, yeah, there's the Mummy official trailer, too.
The Mummy?
Yeah, with Tom Cruise.
Is Ginger here?
No.
Okay.
Why would that matter?
I didn't know if she was sleeping.
Why would that keep you from making that noise?
I didn't want to wake her up if she was sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a considerate friend to your girlfriend.
You are. We're friends. We're all friends.
I saw her. She is real.
She has 4 irises.
Boy, it wouldn't be a Tom Cruise movie if he wasn't fucking running full speed at the camera at some point.
That's right. I can't wait to talk about that real quick.
Tom Cruise is running a bunch.
Running at the camera. Tom Cruise is running at the camera.
And into your hearts.
Coming this fall.
No, don't worry about it, Rem. Finish your cookie first.
I'm going to finish my fucking... I mean, I'm a very hungry individual.
Apparently.
This is my breakfast and lunch.
Sometimes you want to eat 2 cookies, but you don't want to take the time to eat them separately.
That's right, Brandon. I want to eat these cookies as one.
So my youngest nephew is just turned a year old.
Yeah?
And literally, you are just making the same face that he does after he either eats or shits.
Sometimes both.
Just like dead-eyed, like you don't quite understand the world yet. And just this dumb smile, like nothing can touch you. And you're also shaking your head a little bit, too. More violent. There you go. Now, you kind of look like a cartoon drunk. I guess babies do look like cartoon drunks, though.
Yeah, they do. Real fucking...
Just...
taking everything in.
And then they have those heart-to-hearts with you randomly.
Yeah.
Listen.
Listen, Ma. I'm going to tell you about the world here for a second. The world is vampire. I heard that in a song once. It's true. It's so true.
I think my baby is reincarnated Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan isn't dead yet, though.
Not yet.
Why don't any of our friends listen to the podcast?
I don't know.
Like, Kevin doesn't listen to the podcast.
No, Kevin doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't know if Danny does anymore.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Because fuck them. Right in the Dan hole.
Right in the Dan hole? I like that.
That's because they're not our real friends. Our real friends are the listeners.
It's true. They are our real friends.
So can we borrow some money, listeners?
Dear listeners, Christmas is really tight this year. Can we borrow some monies?
Can you give us a ride? Promise we'll pay you back.
I just need to go to the store to get some beer for my baby.
Yes. I think my baby's really onto something with this new album.
What in hell do you think you're doing? I want to know.
Turn it off the fucking TV.
Oh.
Turn it off the fucking TV.
Yeah, turning it off.
It's my John C. Reilly impression.
No, hey, I'm John C. Reilly. We're just ostracizing anybody if we ever become famous, aren't we?
John C. Reilly's sitting there, a little tear in his eye.
Oh, what is this? It's liquid leaking from my face. He's like... Are you insinuating that John C. Reilly is a Muppet? Because that's what it sounds like.
He's always so, like, right on the edge of melancholy without crying that when he does, he doesn't know what it is.
What is this? My face is trying to send me a message. Oh. My face is trying to send me a message. There's a river in my cheek. Oh. There's a river of sadness running from my eye hole.
Man, if John C. Reilly's murdered, I could take his place, no problem, without missing a beat.
Without missing a beat. Oh. The question is can you sing Mr. Cellophane? Cellophane!
Yeah. It's like you're listening to the Chicago soundtrack.
That was my only song that I like off of that.
The Chicago soundtrack was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not a big Chicago fan. Bears or otherwise. Not even the Cubbies.
Do you like racial tension? Because Chicago has a lot of that.
That took me off guard. Was not expecting that. Sorry, Brandon.
You've
Sorry.
never been sorry.
Sorry, Brandon. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry for loving you.
Okay.
I'll take it. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Do-do-do-do-do. Ah.
I was wondering if you were going to hit the high note.
No, I can't do that anymore.
Could you ever?
Pretty close, actually.
She hits, like, glass-shatteringly high note.
That's a dude.
No, the Mariah Carey or somebody did a cover of it at least.
Well, yeah, Mariah Carey probably did.
Oh, no, Drew Carey did a cover of it.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, is it a woman?
Oh, yes, it is. I thought it was a dude.
Does she have a husky smoker's voice?
I hope so.
Kind of voice that would take you out on the town for the night?
Man, I hate being wrong.
That'd be so great if she starts singing as like, loving you
is easy 'cause you're beautiful.
It takes an unexpected turn right there.
What do you mean?
When she gets that high pitched,
yeah,
like it's unnecessary.
I don't find that necessary at all.
Madam,
sir.
When you started singing this song, we entered into an unwritten agreement that you are going to sing within these range of notes.
And you have subsequently stepped all over that agreement. You have dropped trowel and peed on it.
And I'm going to have to fight your effeminate guitar player.
Okay. Are we ready to do this?
Yeah.
Good, because we're doing it. Yeah. We're doing it right now.
Okay.
Do you even know what you're talking about today?
Do you know what you're talking
No,
about?
I have no idea.